Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my April favourites video. If you follow my channel already, you may have seen that I did a March favourites last month for the first time in ages, and you guys seem to enjoy it, so I thought I would try and make it a regular thing and each month just chat through some bits that I've been loving for that month. So I've got a little pile of bits here. I've got fashion, beauty, hair care, skincare, fragrance, a little bit of everything. And yeah, I will get going. I'm going to start off with skincare, I think. So I've been loving a few different skincare bits this month. I will start off with this. This is the Dermalogica Dynamic Skin Recovery SPF 50. This is from their Age Smart range, and it's just a beautiful moisturiser. And the bonus is that it's got an SPF 50. And obviously, as you well know, if you live in the UK, we've been having some splendid weather the past few weeks. It's disappeared this week, but it's coming back, don't you worry. And when it was lovely, I was sitting outside in the garden quite often, reading, and obviously very important to have an SPF on. So I whipped this out and started using it, and I've been loving it. It sinks into your skin lovely. It's from their Age Smart range, so obviously it's good for signs of aging, for fine wrinkles. Some SPFs can make you break out or leave a little bit of a white layer on your skin. This just sinks into your skin and yet protects you at the same time. So if you're after a really good moisturiser with SPF 50, then recommend this from Dermalogica. Another skincare favourite that I've been loving this month are these Elemis Dynamic Resurfacing facial pads. And I've used these in the past, but recently repurchased them from ASOS. I was sort of looking through the skincare and spotted these and remembered how much I liked them. And they're just a really great little exfoliating pad. If you're quite lazy with your skincare routine, I kind of chop and change with different exfoliators, but sometimes you just want something easy, and these are exactly that. So they're a very thin little, that one looks dirty, I'll use a fresh one. It's got a little bit of like lipstick on it or something. They're a very, very thin, they kind of remind me of those soaked nail varnish pads that you can get. So like a little thin cotton pad almost. And you literally just wipe it over your skin after you've washed your face. They smell divine, and they just exfoliate your skin really gently and really easily without any grainy products. They just, yeah, just a really, really good exfoliator, very simple. I'm pretty sure they're £40 and you get 60 pads in there. So obviously if you're using them morning and evening, they'd last you a month. But you could probably get away with using one every few days and they'd last you a good few months. So not too bad. And then my final skincare favourite that I've been loving this month is the Arden Superstart Skin Renewal Booster. And I've just been loving skincare recently. Obviously, we've all had a bit more time on our hands, and I've just been enjoying doing a proper morning and evening routine. And this is like an added extra that you can use before your serum, before your moisturiser. And don't get me wrong, if you've already got enough products going on, this might be an added extra that you don't think you need, but it is amazing. I've been absolutely loving it. It just makes your skin feel so fresh and glowy. I feel like it's really helped brighten up my skin. I feel like it makes it feel smoother and softer, and just, I think it's helped with pores. I just think it's a really, really lovely product. Apparently it's designed to help restore the healthy look of skin's surface layer, fortifying its natural ability to repair and renew. It's been voted the best product in innovation, and it boosts the effectiveness of all your skincare products. So putting this on before your serum and your moisturiser will boost the effectiveness of those products. So if you love skincare and you're always looking to introduce new pieces into your skincare routine, then I really recommend giving this a go. Okay, I'm gonna move on to fragrance, and the fragrance that I've been loving throughout April is the Clean Reserve in the scent Warm Cotton. And this wouldn't be my usual go-to choice. If I was ordering something online, I wouldn't normally go for warm cotton. But I actually got this sent to me, excuse the pun. I got this sent to me last month, and as soon as I smelled it, I just loved it. I think it is perfect for spring. It is so fresh. It smells like clean linen or just clean, fresh bedding. It's just got that beautiful, fresh, clean smell, which I think is perfect for this time of year, perfect for spring. It's just a lovely spring summery scent. And I really like the packaging as well. It's just very simple with the wooden lid, nice chunky glass bottle. Yeah, very nice. Okay, I'm gonna move on to hair care, although I feel like I may have mentioned this before on my channel, but I've been loving this for ages now, so technically it's not really an April favourite, but it is amazing. It's the Aveda Damage Repair Daily Hair Repair Leave-In Treatment. This one is very nearly empty, so that's why I brought this little one along. I actually got this, I think, in a glossy box recently, which I was very happy with because, like I said, nearly ran out. I use about a pound size amount of this and then rub it through wet hair after I've washed it, and it just leaves my hair feeling so much nicer. It feels softer, it feels shinier, it's much more manageable. It's just a really, really good leave-in treatment, and I just feel like the condition of my hair feels so much better when I use it. I also use it alongside the Damage Repair Deep Conditioning Treatment, I think it's called, but I have run out of that one, but that's really good as well. Again, I use that in the shower, leave it in for 5 minutes. The packaging is the same as this, but yeah, this is my absolute favourite. The smell isn't amazing, I wouldn't say. I'm not a massive fan of the scent, but the product's amazing, so yeah, love it. Okay, what should I do next? Beauty or fashion? I'll go with fashion just to break things up a little bit. So I've got a few fashion bits, and I'll start off with these Birkenstocks. And you may have seen these styled up in a recent video. I got these a few weeks ago, and I cannot believe I have never owned a pair of Birkenstocks before. They are wonderful. They are so comfortable. Don't get me wrong, I haven't worn them this week because obviously the weather, but when the sun was shining, I was wearing these, granted just out in the garden and on the odd walk every now and then, so they haven't been used to their full potential yet, but I love them. I love how comfortable they are. I love the way they fit your foot in them really nicely and then sort of sit up around and kind of hug your foot. Starting to get a little bit of an imprint, but I feel like with Birkenstocks you're supposed to get, like, your foot's meant to kind of imprint into them. I ordered these in a size 4 and they fit me perfectly. I'm a size 4.5, so if you are going to get some, that looks funny, then do size down if you're in between sizes, because I feel like they come up a little bit on the large side. I thought Birkenstocks were a bit more like mum shoes, but actually I think they look really cool. I love the way they look with dresses or with shorts, and I just, yeah, I really like them. And I love the taupey suede colour of these ones as well. So that's my first fashion favourite that I've been loving. By the way, Lou's working out in the garden today and he just tapped on the window and asked if I could pop the oven on. So that's why that light's come on the oven, if you were wondering. But anyway, next fashion favourite. And again, this one is a little bit more sunshine appropriate, well, very sunshine appropriate. But I ordered this hat from ASOS a few weeks ago and I have been loving it. Obviously I haven't worn it out and about yet, but I've been wearing it out in the garden quite a lot, and I've also been styling up with some different outfits for Instagram pictures, maybe some of my YouTube videos. I just really like the way it kind of makes an outfit look very summery and just stylish. I like it. It's really reasonable. I think it was about £12 or something like that, so I'll leave it linked below. But yeah, I have been loving that, and well, hopefully the sun will come back soon and I can continue to wear it. And then my third fashion favourite isn't actually a specific item, but it is Everlane. And this isn't an ad or anything, but I have worked with them recently on a couple of videos. And I was new to the brand before working with them, but I have fallen in love with the brand. I just love so many of the pieces. The quality of all of the items that I've received from them is beautiful. They do very sort of simple, basic pieces. I'll insert some little clips of some of my favourite outfits and items from them. But if you haven't shopped there before, have a little look online. Obviously I know shopping is not a priority at the moment, so I'm not encouraging you to buy anything. Just have a little look and see what you think. But they're just very timeless pieces. So they've just got beautiful, there's a beautiful white linen shirt that I got from there recently that I love. They do very classic pieces in quite neutral, a lot of neutral colours as well, which fits in perfectly with my colour scheme. And yeah, I've just fallen in love with so many of the pieces, and I think it's a really good place to build up a capsule wardrobe. If you're looking for those timeless pieces that are slightly more expensive than sort of H&M or Zara, but will last really well and wash and wear well, and are made from good quality fabrics. And also they're very transparent about the costing of their pieces, from the cost of the materials to the cost of the labour to the cost of the transport of the item. You can see a breakdown of cost of each piece on their website, which I really liked. Yeah, I just think they're a really great brand, and I recommend checking them out if you haven't before, and I've been loving them. Not an ad, but have worked with them in the past. Okay, I'm going to move on to beauty, and I've just got a few bits to show you. And first up is a concealer, and I feel like a lot of you have probably used this concealer before or heard about it. And I used to use this ages ago, but for some reason I stopped and I'd forgotten how good it is. So I ordered this again recently. I took a little bit of a guess because I ordered it online, didn't know which shade to go for, and I went for ginger, and it is the perfect shade for me. You can probably see it's a little bit yellowy, but I quite like the fact that it's not really light. I'm not a massive fan of a really bright under eye concealer. I just don't really think it suits me having lighter under eyes. So I quite like a concealer to be slightly lighter than my foundation, but only very slightly. And this is perfect. This works really well for both spots and under eyes. A little bit goes a really long way. I've sort of had a little bit of a breakout here, and I've just been using a tiny little dab, and it goes on perfectly and stays put. But yeah, it also brightens up under your eyes really nicely, but without being drying, and it stays put really well as well. If you are looking for a really good concealer, really recommend this, and I recommend the shade Ginger. I just think it's a really lovely medium yellowy tone. I just really like it. So first beauty favourite. Second again is another old one, and not really an April favourite, and it's got hair attached to it. Lovely. But it is the Dalla Palma brow cream, and I get loads of questions on Instagram about what I use on my brows, and it is this, and it has been this for ages, at least a year, maybe 2 years. This pot is the only pot I've used. This has lasted me about, well, like I said, at least a year, and it's still going strong, and it's just a brilliant eye product. I apply it with a little brush like this, like a little slanted brush, and I just get a little bit out of there, and then I wipe off the excess in the lid so it's not too covered, and then I literally just, well, I'm not going to try and do it now, but I just sort of do tiny little strokes underneath my brow. I don't really do anything on the top because I quite like the shape of the top of my brows, but I just fill in slightly underneath, and I love it. It stays on all day, it doesn't budge. Like if I was to put a little bit on my hands now and then wash my hands, it would be hard. I'd have to really soap it up to get it off. So yeah, I very much recommend that, and I'm pretty sure I use the lightest shade there is, which is still quite dark, so yeah, really like that. Not an April favourite, just a forever favourite. And another recent beauty favourite is the Sally Hansen Insta Dry Top Coat. And this basically does what it says on the tin. It instantly dries your nails and just gives a nice shiny top coat. And obviously we're all doing our own nails at the moment, and I had run out of top coat. So I ordered this from ASOS again, and I love it. It's so good. It is only about £6, I think, so really reasonable. You put on a thin coat. It is quite watery, which I think is why it dries so quickly. But you just put on a thin coat. It says on the back, touch dry in seconds, but I mean, we're probably talking 60 seconds. But yeah, within a minute, 2 minutes, they are touch dry and good to go. And it lasts really well. Normally my nail varnish chips, but these have been on a few days, which for me is a long time, and there is not a chip. Oh, maybe there's a tiny chip there, but I mean, yeah, for me that is very good. I normally get a little bit and I pick them all off. So yeah, very much loving this top coat and really recommend it if, like me, you've run out, you're doing your own nails and you need one. And then the final beauty favourite is another recent discovery, and it is the Tropez Self Tan Purity Bronzing Water Face Mist. Again, I think I got this in a glossy box, or maybe it was the glossy box Easter egg, which I love for just trying new products. So you just mist it on, you can put it on over the top of makeup. Obviously you can, probably shouldn't have spoken straight after doing that. But you can put it over makeup, but obviously I wouldn't really do that. I think it's much better to just use on clean skin. I've been misting a few mists on, and then I like to rub it in a little bit just to make sure the coverage is proper. Just make sure it's gone on properly. And yeah, it's been given a really natural glowy tan to my face, because I tend to tan a bit more naturally on my body when I'm outside, but I obviously, with this, I'm not getting very tanned on my face. So yeah, that is all of my favourites for the month of April. I really hope you enjoyed the video and it wasn't too rambly. I feel like I've been talking for ages. But if you did enjoy the video, please do give it a thumbs up. And I'd love to know any products that you've been loving this month. If you've got any beauty or fashion or skincare favourites that you've discovered recently and you've been absolutely loving, then do leave a comment and let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you again in my next video. Bye!